Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder Pat Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino, checking in on NEO. NEO, we had a cluster area right around here, 29.29 to 29.99. How did we get that? It was from the highs on the most recent major move, coming from the beginning of June back to this low after it broke out of the horizontal channel, before we actually had a level coming from this area here. So you see how, and then it broke down, paused at that level. Then once it fell through the next one, that's when you can update it to this next pause. Just wanted to recap that for everybody in case anybody is wondering, so you can learn how to do the levels with us. So that gave us this 29.99 to 29.29, stopping right below 29.99, then rallying back up. By the way, this wasn't a double top because it extended, the major target extended beyond it, but it still traded short. And when we saw it trade down there, we were expecting a retest of the lows, but you just couldn't trade it with the double top targets. So spiking up in the rotation zone, coming back down, spiking up again, coming back down, holding right now again at this key level, but it looks like it's going to break lower. There have been this was essentially the same bottom. It was a little higher here, but it was an interesting divergence, and there was a divergence between this and this one. This can't get any traction. You got to be just really patient. I'm going to update these levels. Now I'm going to drag everything lower, just so we have the next major levels, and we'll check out where we stand. So before I get aggressive with anything, you got to get at least a close above right now the 31 level, but that's going to keep falling, so you're going to watch this 21 EMA. If you get a close on it, then I'd be watching for a return to some of the other key price levels. At this point, it would be up around this 32.50 to 32.60 area with the declining 50, but if this heads lower, of course those levels are going to head lower also. Now, if we break down here from the lows, I can also do a projection from here just to give us some more intermediate targets. So you can look for 28.21, then 26.15 to 26.73. That's going to be your next major target area if we exceed this 28.21. Again, looking very, very weak. Do not rush into anything. Do not try to bottom pick this. Again, major sell-off in NEO. Can't even get anywhere close to the declining rotation zone on the daily, which would be the bottom end, would be this 8. So if you're watching something bigger, if we do get a rally, again, this little flat area and the timed in with the 8, so I'd be looking for about the 32 level based off the daily. Nothing to touch here. Just wait until we get some kind of consolidation or bottoming pattern in place before really getting aggressive. There's no point, unless you're going to get aggressive, then move up your stop rapidly. But that's just, you're just trying to call a bottom, which is a fool's game. You can keep getting stopped out, or unless you're trading very short term. Switching over to NEM. So you see we broke our last time we had this update. We were looking at right down around this 1455.1455 level. We got down to 0.1453. Strong reversal back in the rotation zone, then just drifting lower. Can't get above the rotation zone. Really similar. Again, you're going to want to pay attention to that rotation zone. I'm just going to drag everything down at this point. We've had enough of a consolidation that if we break lower, I want the bigger levels, and I'll also add in the most recent swing. So we'll just go from there to there. Whether you chose here or here, it wouldn't really matter. So, this is not, we're not shooting for the exact number, we're shooting for an area. So again, as you see, let me expand here. Can't get above the rotation zone, keeps trying to spike into it, and then heads lower. Right now, watch for a retest of the lows. If we get a key close above 0.1508, you can really look for the 0.15 level, and then a key close, then we'd be watching for a retest. If that breaks down from there, 0.13765, then about 1302. On a rally, again, we need a close above the rotation zone right now, coming in at 0.155 area, and then I'd be watching for a return to about the 0.1616 area. Prior resistance, it was support in here, resistance. Now it's still going to remain in resistance, and this 50 is going to keep converging with that level, so that's going to be the area to target. If you're an aggressive bottom picker, because this is looking very, very weak. We just Can't even get, again, up anywhere close. And you have that 8 coming in, put that 0.1616. So that's going to be the critical level. Just drifting lower right now. And again, this, really watch what happens when the 8 catches up. See how last time it drifted, 8 caught up, and then breaks. So let's see. If it keeps drifting, watch especially what happens if we don't have another video out. Watch what happens when the 8. If we then get a close above the 8, it's a decent sign. We'll then watch for some higher levels. If the 8 hits it and then it breaks lower, just, again, don't try to be a hero and pick the bottom. That's why you use stops and just be very, very patient. So when this thing does turn around, that's when you want to get more aggressive. Right now, you want to be very conservative. Just let it sell off and don't try to I bought some I'm stopped out. Or I bought some and I'm not using a stop. Now I'm underwater in it. That's just a fool's game, and you can keep doing it until you go broke. So that's what we're advising people. Just be very, very patient, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now.